Hello. You're tuning into the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's second topic, the Ravens have found their secret weapon. Look. I know what you guys are thinking. I know you're thinking, Nigel's making jokes. No, I'm not making a joke. I'm not making a joke at all. I'm thinking, matter of fact, I believe, and you're hearing it first on the Wunderkind Show, that the Ravens have found their sleeper. They have found their secret weapon. Their ace in the hole. And I know some people might be like, yo, what kind of secret weapon do we have? What could that be? I'm going to show you the secret weapon right here. The secret weapon is Tylan. Oh! Nah, but for real, I'm serious though. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I know some people are going to take this as a joke. No, I'm not. I don't want this to be a joke. Let me let you understand this right now. Just listen. Teams are more than ever before gearing up to stop the run. Have you ever remember the Titans and the guy goes, I don't want to see them gain another yard. You blitz all night. Oh. You remember that? That's every team we go against because they are refusing to be beat by the run game of the Baltimore Ravens. And they would rather get carved like butter, like a hot knife through butter, through the air, than to just be manhandled and mistreated on the ground by Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and also Justice Hill, and now Keaton Mitchell. But this is why I'm trying to tell, and I want to get through everyone that said that this man is now the secret weapon of the Ravens. If you noticed, the Ravens are starting to run Derrick Henry out of spread looks. I didn't know if anybody noticed that. I did. They're starting to run him out of spread for meaning 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers on the field. I actually told y'all I believe they would do that more, and then sometimes switch out Ricard and stuff like that for screen abilities and everything else. But I want you to understand what this does. Because the term and the word that I want everyone to fall in love with this episode is not context, the usual word that we use, but leverage. Yes, I'm gonna learn you something today. Listen. We already know that when Derrick Henry is on the field, they got to come downhill. That's a fact. What that has done is that has left a lot of holes in the secondary. Now they're deciding to double at times Zay Flowers because we've already seen that Zay Flowers in a half get 100, 110 yards. I mean, let's be real. Zay Flowers has played well enough that he should have had at least one game this year where he had at least 200 yards. So shout out to Zay. But because of the eyes on Zay and the respect that the defense is starting to show him, not to mention the already respect that Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry get in the backfield on the ground, now the Ravens have an ascending player like him or even a Keaton Mitchell who, if they make one man miss, they're gone. They're gone. This man with limited usage has shown up in big games at big times. He is shown to have consistent hands. He is shown to have breakaway speed. He is shown to have big playmaking ability. And because of that, the Ravens now have a third receiver that they can legitly lean on. Sometimes in our lives, We all have faith. We all have sorrow. Lean on me. They can lean on him. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are not pointing out. Bateman and Nelson Aguilar are 50-50 receivers. And what that means is there's a 50% chance they catch it, 50% chance they drop it. For all of Bateman's natural ability, and he is highly gifted, he'll have times, games, spurts of just absolute inadequacy. There's no rhyme, rule, or question about it. It just happens. And his hands don't work. His feet, he trips. Those don't work. His cleats, his shoes, he slips. That don't work. His eyes, son, they don't work. And we already know what Nelson Aguilar is. He's been that his entire career. But with this guy, he has shown the propensity to be able to find his leverage against one-on-one coverage, get open, make a play. And if he starts having breakaway games, or even 2 or 3 plays a game where it's just like, Tylan Wallace, he's that man. Now he's part of the defensive game plan. What are you going to do? Because then now they're going to say, okay, we got to double Zay, but we can't leave him one-on-one. We got to bracket Zay in the pass game. Can't leave him one-on-one. So what happens to Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews? That means that safety has to come down. That means there's going to be more than enough deep shots for Lamar Jackson to take. And I think he's going to take advantage of it. I think he's going to complete a lot of them. I think he's going to blow out a lot of games that way. And I think that we have just started to see what the offense can do when somebody steps up outside of Zay in the passing game. I'm not talking about the tight ends, because I said this too. The tight ends are victims of their own success because they're so talented, because they're so well-rounded, because they're so dynamic. They're taking turns instead of just picking that guy and then the other guy feeding off them when he needs a breath and stuff like that. So it's like you get a little, you get a little, you get a little. Because that's been the tight end room. You see the wide receiver room? And you already heard Lamar saying he wants to get Zay to 1,200 yards. He said that already in the after-game press conference on Prime. These are the things I'm trying to get through to y'all heads. We could be truly like in a mindset on a path of true offensive enlightenment. And yes, I already know, guys, you don't got to tell me. Listen, you don't got to tell me nothing. I already know the defense is a problem. I already know that we drop a lot of balls. Pause. Matter of fact, the funniest thing with the defense is that if we had if we had that, we'd have the perfect safety. Because the funny thing is about like an Eddie Jackson, he was only out of place once in the one game he played. Once, and that was for that long touchdown over his head. All the other times, he was in the right place. He just lacks the ability to make a play. Totally lacks the ability to make a play. Safeties get burnt all the time. Heck, we had the greatest safety of all time. We've seen him get burned at times too. It happens. Marcus Williams now, his problem is he has playmaking ability, but he's always out of place. If you confuse them, you'd have the perfect safety. The two sides to a coin. They're double dragons. Y'all remember that cartoon? To be a dragon, you gotta be strong. Hump the dragon. Live the code of the dragon. If you had a Nintendo, you know you play Double Dragons. And you know you watch that fire cartoon. But yes, they're two sides. Jimmy and Billy Lee are Dragon Masters now. There are two sides to the same coin. If only they can come together and form and make one coin. But we're not. The defense is going to be a problem until they get their heads out of you-know-where. And the offense is going to have to score. They're going to have to score creatively because eventually, just like with the Derrick Henry stuff, the teams are starting to notice and starting to lean into the Ravens' tendencies. And they're starting to get ready for it. You saw the toss play. They were waiting for it every single time. Every single time they were coming down. Oh! Imagine how they're going to come down on that toss play in Pittsburgh. They're going to be flying around. Trust me, Tomlin got something out for that. So that's what I'm saying. This guy, breaking one and going up the sideline or breaking one and going through the middle, he could be the true difference maker. He really can. So the question is, has the Ravens found their secret weapon? I think they have. And the name of that secret weapon, don't take my word for it. What do you guys think? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think about it because I really want to know how y'all view Tylan Wallace moving forward, especially taking in the third wide receiving spot over Nelson Aguilar. And who knows, eventually he might become, if he keeps showing the propensity to get open, to make big plays, he might go into the second receiver spot. Hey, like I said, the first place you heard it from is here. But what do you guys think? Like I said, let me know what you think about the Tylan Wallace becoming our third wide receiver 3 or eventually moving into wide receiver 2. Do you think he has the ability? Do you think he could be the secret weapon that the Ravens have been lacking on the outside opposite of Zay? Consistency being the main factor. And do you think that would be enough, that the Ravens would have enough to eventually overcome and make way, even regardless of their defense's woes, make a shot at the Super Bowl? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, all right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. And now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't love the comments. And if you've not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness, whenever your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Dr. signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Secret weapon. Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.